abrantie bi owa Ghana hanom a di ekra na amani ade nsem bia beto abonten na ne nsam a work no I'm quoting or say it's a big mistake to compare John Dramani Mahama to Akufo-Addo. Ediating amani ekasa was in tia bre man peni John Dramani Mahama be in the first 4 years. In fact, in the first 2 years they my year atamos ebra atamos who year no. I was am be another 4 years kan we year 6 years no. Yes, you ma John Dramani Mahama be ye emudum so. Just Osho no ka kan ni ku akira enema Mahama be ye aye light bulbs out to board circular reach of honum Accra Dubai. And a ye blocks SHS schools be OCC ye be 20B. Asan wo hu bibia Mahama ye biem. Na say ne Mahama san be gina simpie so asan be ka so nye magician no aye odi njuma abre youth no. Then Mahama san be di another 4 years na matwa Mahama no say ohun fa so bia wa Ghana for so. You say kan Mahama kwani 10 years of president our Ghana mamu anum so twa 4 years we wia. Na yen hwe Akufo-Addo yen hwe free SHS ni ade ode baaye. Na ka ba omia ba be to aso ene moyi ba omia si from the Mahama abadea ene no nim de Ghana for epa kire amani enum asem no yen kokotie ni nsem no mu bi nkire mu.
Eno na atwe nsem bebre ayeden aba osi opie se oba be kasa se Ghana for ento aba ama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia senior high profile for bebre na freno na ebi mo complaining bitterly pa because omonti ase dintia obi ti se Imani Kofi Bentel wakasa se omonto ema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na watra se osi omudi omuyere omumfimfini into my say referees to the onjina faako no something ochire mu chire something say dabi bebi a Ghana akono oye referee mu jina hopa na ye koye big mistake ekotoma former president John Dramani Mahama ye be new your home for the next 30 to 50 years because damage a ebe san akono ebe hard dream pa se Ghana ye koyinim ya kwechi ya kwechi sa cycle no esere ye break that cycle na Imani Kofi Bentel sanso de so say wa we omumienu bako enya opportunity ebe president bako enya opportunity ebe president na odomo tutu on every skill so corruption development integrity leadership proactiveness selflessness na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the former president John Dramani Mahama it won't jina sidelines so din say Ghana for enkoye di omope and into no wo as a civil service personnel a ordin huanjima or kasa ama Dr. Mahmoud we your only personal position and a position of Imani kasa Imani betuba kasa but no vice president of Kofi Imani Ghana Kofi Bentel there we need him say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and then all support we need there so Barack Obama former president John Dramani Mahama's campaign straight from America because you find some kind democratic conventional or say move your you be da yen sound so enkoshe ebetu ye boy say ti Imani Kofi Bentel area nya kotie Kwame Nadankan one Kwame Sefakan edi nkomo okoko edwumadi so efa the non-proactiveness of former president John Dramani Mahama obia why president da na by this time na our policies on the lips of Ghanaians now so ene train and a Monday Tuesday Wednesday Thursday Friday they copy obi note now I represent o manifesto yenkotie Imani Kofi Bentel yeah yeti Kwame Nadankan.
I got to a point where I realized that this country was angrily walking into what is perhaps a mistake. And these are my views. This is not Imani's views. When I sleep, I think about it. I look at what I look at. I read what I read.
Walking into a mistake that will be voting John Mahama back.
Yes. And I have a lot of personal respect for President John Mahama. He's one of the men who has served this country almost all his adult life. From local politician to deputy minister to vice president to president, and I believe an elderly and respectable statesman. In fact, in this write-up, I said we are blessed as a country that we don't have to fight to determine who will lead us, but we have two fine gentlemen, President John Mahama and Vice President Bawumia, who we have to pick from. The other side of that is that we have been dealt that hand. We didn't have a choice in it. It was NDC and NPP. Of all the people in NDC, they picked John Mahama. It is their prerogative. And then NPP picks Bawumia. It is their prerogative. We, the people of Ghana, have been dealt this hand. You can like it or not. I think one of the two will be president. So we have to contend with the fact of who will it be. Sitting and reflecting on these choices. And Simpson, somebody called me, and I've received a lot of calls, somebody very senior called me and said, why are you doing this? I said, you know what? What is your problem with me doing this?
You're a bigger influencer.
Well, that's one of the problems. We'll come to that. But then I said, okay. He says he's angry that this has gone on, and I was like, why not? I said, okay, I know you are angry. I must be angrier than you. I was on the streets demonstrating. I must be angrier than you. I spoke. I was effective in mobilizing for this government to come into power. I must be angrier than you. I have been more critical of this government than you. Myself and my brothers in Imani, Prof. Bob King, Theo, no one in this country has been more critical, whether a Japa or E-Levy, than anyone. We've taken personal risk. I must be angrier than you, and I'm angry.
So we give you that. So is that not the contradiction?
But that's the point. There are no brain cells in your heart. Your emotions can't think well. The thinking has to happen in your head. So regardless of my anger, and you've seen it in all my advocacy and what we've done, I had to reflect and say, I am angry, and that is pushing me to vote President John Mahama back into government. Then I look at the options, and I'm like, every measure you come up with against Vice President Bawumia, President Mahama also fails on it. He has been a president, he has been a vice president, and the track record is there. Whether it's corruption, whether it's transformational leadership, whatever it is. And when I look at all of that, I came to the conclusion that we are better off picking Vice President Bawumia and giving him a chance. At the least, we should give him a fair hearing. Let us hear the man and listen to what he has for this country. Now, all of that together forced me to have to make that endorsement. Not to his person, but in the calculation that it is better for this country, even if you are going to make a mistake going forward.
In Chabakada, Papa, Sanada Bas, Sanunda Massa, and Almumpan in Kane. No, what to let him a draw pedal the back, and she shall pedal the back. 90 acres of Kwame, our minds and hearts have been captured. Kwame 3 or 4 months, opposition are on what to Abaman way back May 2023. And you know, you are Bema, young short man, no can't call, or man in Chichi, you know, Kwame, I ain't the man, you may decay. That's a you know, one gender. So was so, that's a woman. Was someone brand from what the performer, why a crowd there?